it first very simply. See it, feel it, and be it. 1, 2, 3. See it. All right, what does that mean? Well, literally, see it. If you have something you really desire, see it. See it in your mind's eye. See it in your meditation. See it in your imagination. This is what your imagination is for. To create the blueprint, to create the image of the reality you desire. See it as vividly as you can. If you need the idea of pictures, find the pictures to help you with the visualization. Find the strongest possible images that are representative of your goal, of your project, of your desire, of your reality, of who you want to be. Is it a picture of a person? Is it a picture of a place, of a thing, of an idea? If you can't find the picture, draw the picture. Look at it. See it. Visualize it. Very, very important. You are visual beings. You operate almost exclusively visually to receive your information. Visualize it. Create the information. See it. Feel it. Be it. Feel it. What do I mean? Feel it. Well, all right. If you see something in your imagination that is supposed to be a representation of what you say would be the most exciting thing you could do or be, I would think that when you see it, you're going to get excited. You're going to feel it. So in other words, when you see it, I would assume you're not going to be sitting there going, oh yes, I see it. Well, that's very nice. That's very interesting. Yes, well, I see this and I see that. Well, so what? The idea is to become involved in it, to connect your emotionality, your senses to it. You are physical beings. Your spirituality will depend upon you integrating your physical senses together, not denying them. The idea is to taste that vision, to smell it, to hear it, to feel it. Really get involved in it. If you were in that situation you are seeing in your imagination, how would you feel? What would you be tasting? What would you be smelling? How would you be touching things? Feel the tactile sensations. Get involved. Plug all of your sensory equipment into it. Get excited about it so you can feel your heart speeding up. Because it is, what you are seeing is real. Is real. A little secret. Your imagination is real. There is nothing you cannot imagine that is not real. All things are real. If you can conceive of them, they exist. You cannot conceive of non-existence. Anything you can conceive of is a reality. Now granted, some of them are more, shall we say, manifestable in your dimension, perhaps, and in other dimensions, perhaps. Perhaps if you really desired to be 10 feet tall with 5 arms and blue, maybe you could do it. But if you know deep down that that particular type of manifestation really has no, shall we say, practical application in your dimension of experience, then you may take a while to manifest that. However, anything you can conceive of that directly links, is a direct offshoot, a direct manifestation of the creativity of your dimension, can be done. What excites you the most excites you because it can be done. For everyone who wishes to perform or be a certain type of person, there is a stage on which to perform and an audience and a reality to support that idea. The universe does not do things that are, in your terms, illogical. It does not create someone with a great desire to be a certain thing and provide absolutely no means for that person to express itself. Creation is not monopolar in that way. Always, if you have a great desire, then there is always the ability to manifest it. Always, 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 and it is always very easy. If you see it, and then feel what it would be like to be that reality. Now, see it, feel it, be it. Now, what do I mean, be it? Well, yes, it would be nice to be that reality, but I'm not that reality yet, you may say. Here's what we are saying. Because you are physical beings, physical reality holds much meaning for you. Physical acts, physical actions hold much meaning for you. And this is one of the strongest things you can do to manifest the reality you desire. After you have seen it and after you have felt it, to act be a very successful person. Yes, I would like to be the president of a multi-million-dollar corporation. Well, yes, I see it. Well, yes, I feel it. But here I am sitting here like this. I'm not acting like it. This is not the president of a multi-million-dollar corporation. This is the president of a multi-million-dollar corporation. Do you understand the difference? The idea is to train your physical form to behave in the manner of what you see and what you feel. To surround yourself literally. I cannot possibly repeat this enough. This is very important. To surround yourself literally with as many of the props and atmospheres and situations and circumstances that are representative of the reality you desire to be as you can. In other words, if you want to be that president of a multi-million-dollar corporation, find some office somewhere that you can sneak into or rent or borrow or steal, well, don't steal it, or buy. Use integrity. Get into that situation. Sit down at that desk. Look out the expansive windows over the entire world. See what that feels like. Be that person. Understand that if you are this president of this corporation, you're going to move in a certain way. You're going to reach for certain things at a certain distance. You're going to train your body how to act like that person. The idea that many of you have expressed, I want to be very abundant, I want to be very rich. Nothing wrong with that. A footnote, however, understand, abundance is not always money. Can be, but it isn't always money. Abundance is simply the ability to do what you need to do when you need to do it. Sometimes money will take the longest path. If you allow abundance to come into your life in whatever form it can, then it may happen sooner because it can happen in many other ways besides money. But if money is the way, it will be there. It will be automatic, or an opportunity will present itself for you to make the money. However, back to the original idea, if the idea of abundance is exciting, then allow yourself to act like an abundant person. A person who is abundant does not go around clipping out little 3-cent coupons to see here and there. The action itself is saying volumes to your body consciousness. Yes, yes, I'm an abundant person, but who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? I might lose everything, I don't know, but yes, yes, I'm an abundant person. You don't look like it, therefore that's not the reality you're going to get. The universe is not going to support you in the idea of being abundant if you're not giving off the signals of abundance. And the signal of abundance is that you already contain it all. Remember that this is a win-win, as you say, situation. No one has to lose, so you can have it all. Everyone can have it all. That's the benefit of a multi-dimensional, simultaneous universe. You are each your own reality, and in your own reality, you can have it all. And it will take nothing, not one tiny atom away from anyone else's reality, because you are the whole universe, and you are the whole universe, and you are the whole universe simultaneously. That is the beauty of the holographic nature of creation. You can all have it all without anyone losing. 1, 2, 3. The idea. See it. Feel it. And be it. Act like it. Act it out. And I really mean act it out if you possibly can. Then, slowly, the props that you might have set up for yourself, that you are training your body with, slowly or quickly, depending on you, they will be replaced by the real things. Because when your body says it's ready to receive those real things, because now it's in the habit of handling that much abundance and that much joy and that much ecstasy, and knows that it deserves, big issue, deserves to have that much ecstasy, nothing will keep it from you. The universe in that sense, the reality that you have created, does not have a mind of its own. It does not say, well, I think I will mess with this person's mind and not give them everything they deserve. I will keep it from them. It doesn't do that. It cannot do that. It has no power to do that. You have power. So act it out. Be that person. Walk, talk, act like that person you say you want to be. The sooner you are that person in your action, the sooner you will have the reality that only that person can have. That is the 3. So 1, 3, 5. What is the 5? 5. 5 is the 5 steps of the no-risk formula. When each and every one of the 5 portions are in place, there is absolutely beyond a shadow of a doubt no risk in the endeavor you undertake, no matter what it is. Now, you may have a difficult time convincing other people of this because your whole society is based on the idea and the concept of loss and risk and all taking a big gamble. The only gamble is when these 5 elements are not in place. But when they are, nothing can stop your idea, your reality, your project from occurring. Number 1 of the 5. Vision. If you have a vision, this is what we have been discussing in the 3 see it, feel it, be it. In other words, if you have a vision and you're seeing it, feeling it, and being it, then you have the complete idea of number 1, having a vision, a goal, a picture, an idea, a concept. That is the first element. An expression of your excitement. In other words, what is it that you want to do with that excitement you feel? What is it that does excite you so much? What is that vision? That's number 1. If you have the vision, you have number 1. Clear vision. Number 2, timing. Timing. Be aware, be sensitive to the timing of everything and what is going on around you in your reality, what other realities are doing. But at the same time, understand this. When you are excited about something, that in and of itself is a signal that on some level, in some form, the timing is correct, or you would not have conceived, or you would not be being excited by that thing. But timing is a key. Be aware that there may be many things you need to learn to accomplish your vision. Learn the timing of your vision. Sense the timing of its place in your society. And work accordingly. Do not be impatient. All the things you learn in life, if you are following the path that excites you the most, all the things you learn in life apply to that idea, to that goal, to that vision. There is nothing extraneous, no wrong turns. If you act with trust and faith, the timing will always work out perfectly. You have a saying on your own planet, and we believe it is a profound truth. Nothing is more powerful than an idea when its time has come. Timing is number 2 of the 5. Number 3, knowledge. Educate yourself to the things that are representative of your vision, to the elements that go into the style of your world, the vernacular, the tools, the type of talk, the type of walk, the knowledge of what that vision represents, the skills that go with it. Educate yourself. Become immersed in that idea. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Live it day after day in an excited manner, not in drudgery. Knowledge that excites you. Knowledge that you are attracted to automatically. Knowledge. So we have, of the 5, so far, vision, timing, knowledge. Number 4, resources. Connect yourself to others, to other beings. Yes, you can still do it all yourself, and at the same time attracting other people into your life that can help you is doing it yourself. And yet at the same time acknowledge their assistance, acknowledge their resources that they bring to you, or acknowledge the resources that you are able to get. Whatever the elements are that need to be brought in synchronization with you vision, with your goal, the resources that will allow it to occur in physical terminology. Gather them. Meet individuals. If there is someone doing something you would love to do, go and talk to them. Find out what they're like. Find out how they did it. Doesn't mean you have to do it that way. But let them rub off on you. Start to match their vibration. The portions of their vibration that you believe represent the style you would like to do it in. The portions of their vibration that you believe represent your integrity. Many of you block yourselves from achieving abundance because you say, well, yes, I've seen many rich people, but boy, are they ever jerks. I don't want to be a jerk, so I guess I can't be rich. Understand that that may be the way that person is being. You don't have to be judgmental, by the way. That will only keep you on their level. Remember, in what you call your Bible, it says, judge not, lest ye be judged. Doesn't mean that if you judge, some great God is going to judge you. No, it means that as you judge, you become the vibration of judgment and judge yourself and keep yourself on the level of the thing or the person you are judging. So you cannot rise above the judgment. The idea, therefore, is to understand that you can be abundant in your own way. You don't have to do it the way they did it, and in fact, you cannot do it the way they did it, and no one can do it the way you will do it, because you are unique. Cherish that uniqueness, and at the same time, make the connections. Get the resources of your planet working for you, because you are very abundant. You have everything you need to achieve anything you can imagine. You only don't know that because you hesitate, because you do not think you can talk to this person or find out about that because you're a nobody. You are everybody. You are somebody. You are the one person you need to be to accomplish everything. So, you have resources as number 4. Vision, timing, knowledge, resources. And number 5, perhaps in a sense, one of the most important, and it wraps up the whole thing. Commitment. Absolute commitment. Absolute focus, absolute faith, absolute trust that the thing that excites you the most is the only choice. There is not, well, I don't know, maybe it won't work. Well, I don't know, I better play it safe. Well, I don't know. Commitment. That the process itself is important. Not just the idea of the goal. That everything you are learning gives you joy and is a portion of the overall idea. Not just a step on a long path. It is the idea itself. Commitment. Knowing that the excitement is the path to follow. Staying with it. Seeing that. Being that. Breathing that. Living it. Living your dream. Because there is no other choice for you. Because you will not have it any other way. Commitment. Being that idea to the fullest that you can be. Excel at that. Excel at that. Because you are excelling at yourself. And so, this very simple formula, 1, 3, 5. The oneness of everything that you are. The seeing, the feeling, and the being. The vision, the timing, the knowledge, the resources, and the commitment. These are the names of the tools that will create absolutely no risk and will attract to you very rapidly the things you desire to be. The things you now know you are. And I assume, though I'm not telling you what to do, you will start acting like you are. If you really want these things. If you really want to be that person. If you really want to have that life. How committed are you? Now, a lot of this dialogue has been given to you on other levels. But it is very simple. You don't have to complicate it. It is very simple. These ideas have civilization of Essassani. We know they can basically work for your civilization, and we know that this is true because you would not have attracted us to your civilization to communicate with you otherwise, if what we have to share could not be of assistance to you, because there are no accidents. However, once again, you will use this information in your own way, and that is as it should be, because you are your own best guides and your own best teachers. We will at this time open up to sharing, to questions if you wish. We will at this time open up to sharing, to questions if you wish.
Sure, I'd like to ask the first one. Would you please share, or update us what has been happening with you, with your civilization, since our last sharing, last November?
There are many, many, many ideas going on, so I will keep it very brief. We have, as a civilization, now begun to transcend our physicality. We are forming a stronger connection to the civilization, the non-physical portion of the civilization, around the star you call Sirius. There is much more blending going on in that sense, and as there is more blending going on between our civilization and higher civilizations, for certainly we are nowhere near the top, and there really is no top, by the way. But as we join more with our higher selves now and become less and less physical, we are able to send to you more and more energy to blend your spiritual and physical realities together. And we are able to do this now with more and more civilizations as we increase in our own self-empowerment. At the same time, we have begun to understand a whole new level of tonality, of interdimensional tonality, that our civilization is now synchronizing with. In other words, there are now, from time to time, literally waves of tonality that will go around through our civilization, where you may simply find one person, this is one way this manifests, only one way. One person in one spot may start with a tone, may simply be doing something else, and the tone may not even last all that long, but then nearby other people will pick it up, and it will spread as a wave, a circular wave around the planet, until a vast majority of the members of the civilization have actually, as you say, hummed that tone. And we are now synchronizing our consciousness into one faster and faster and faster vibration. You understand?
Yes. I'm not very fond of large groups.
Where is there a large group?
Right here.
Oh, are you standing in the middle of China?
No, not really.
Compared to the idea of certain areas on your planet, this is a relatively small group, is it not?
Yes,
Feel better?
much better.
Do remember that in reality, you're actually not standing in front of anyone but reflections of yourself. Remember, even though there are other beings, the only way you can perceive them is to create your version of them in your reality. So everything you're seeing is actually your creation. So it's your group. What are you afraid of?
Thank you.
It's like being in a hall of mirrors. Are you afraid of your reflections in the hall of mirrors? Oh no, I'm surrounded. Oh yes, it's all just me. It's all just you. In different ways, in different perspectives, that's all. So really, you're talking to yourself right now in an empty room.